2006. So we lost everything, and what I've struggled to do is save our home right now, something that I could provide my children with. And that is a struggle. So
you're working full-time?
I do work full-time.
And traveling the nation, telling the story.
I can only be his voice right now. And I do truly believe I am blessed today to stand up here in front of all of you and know that you're going to be his voice for us too.
Now, he's not getting as many letters as he was. And, you know, here's what the government's counting on, Monica. Out of sight, out of mind. And I say, no way, Jose. Okay?
I'm not going away.
No. We're not going away. And it's not over till we win. America belongs to God and the people. It does not belong to the president. It doesn't belong to Johnny Sutton. And it sure don't belong to Mexico.
That's right.
America belongs to God and Americans. And we're going to put on the screen here the address, because and I'm going to ask everybody watching on television to, I want you to write these dear law enforcement officers victimized by corruption in our government. And I don't know the agenda. Maybe it's to avoid the lawsuit. Rick Roberts asked me, he said, what do you think is going on, Pastor Miller? And I said, well, there's only one thing can be going on: behind closed doors deals. And not good one. No one knows what goes on behind closed doors.
As Congress puts it, that's $1 million question. We don't know.
And I do know this: when the one congressman on Lou Dobbs, who I want to congratulate Lou Dobbs, I thought he did a really good job for you. He put it when he said when they called President Bush and asked President Bush until the appeal, could you let him out on bond? The most immediate response, according to this congressman, was the White House responded within 24 hours. I want these guys kept in jail. What's that about? And by the way, and I'm not one illegal alien, mule, drug smuggler in all the cases you've heard about has been put in jail or prosecuted. And the reason I wanted them to come out here, you've got to see this to believe it. These are not rumors you're dealing with. These are all documented facts. And all of this, isn't that amazing? Not one drug smuggler, not one illegal alien involved in any of these cases was prosecuted. But our dear agents are being. Now, the address is on the screen. How to write Agent Ramos. And I'm saying Campion. Am I saying it correct?
Campion.
Campion. Let's see if they get letters. But also, get on your internet and let President Bush, let your congressmen, let your senators, let everybody know what you think about this. Now, you're a farmer's insurance agent, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're young and good looking, just like me. But and I'm sorry you're called and going through this, but I'm glad for the good you're getting done. And this has got to be costed you some money.
Absolutely. It is, but like I said before, like I told my son-in-law, if you were guilty, I'd have given you my blessings and sent you off to prison. But I told him, and I've gone to visit him twice in Mississippi already, it's cost us over $250,000 in the last 2 years. We've had to sell properties. We've had to sell. I'll be 65 in July.
What day?
I was going to July the 25th.
31st. We can send each other a birthday card.
And my wife and I had bought a travel trailer, a real nice travel trailer. We bought a Ford Excursion to pull it with and everything. And little by little, we've had to get rid of just about everything we had. I had to refinance my home for 30 years. I don't think I'll live to 95, so I'll just have to turn the debt over to my grandkids, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's been very, very costly. But you know, the crusade that I've been on now, and I've driven thousands of miles. I have to thank also Robin Vixen and Raymond Herrera of the California Minutemen and Minutewomen, our blockmaster, Max Worthington, who created our agentramos.com, where you will find all the information on this case. And like I said, the truth and nothing but the truth. And they're here with us today.
AgentRamos.com. Let's make sure we get it on our screen.
And you'll see the letter that I wrote Christmas Day to the U.S. Congress. The Congressman Walter Jones of North Carolina asked me if he could go public with it. It has gone public. You'll see it in a lot of websites. And again, it is the facts of what happened of that day. And I'll give you another thing that will really put this thing into perspective. Before trial, about 5 weeks before trial, these agents were offered 18 months in prison and pay the medical bills of the drug smuggler in exchange for a guilty plea. They turned it down. Had they been guilty, they would have taken that 18 months in a heartbeat, because they were facing 40 years to life. They were charged with attempted murder for doing their job. And every time they offered them a plea, first started with 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, 18 months. Every time they rejected the plea, the prosecutor, Deborah Kanoff, would add another charge or another count. She ended up with 12 counts against them. I mean, it's just incredible. It's just unbelievable.
How can we send you money?
We have a P.O. box. I've also discovered that there's been some scams out there, and I'm not going to name those organizations, who are supposedly collecting money for the agents, and it's not true. They're collecting money for themselves.
Yeah, be careful. You tell us.
Please be careful.
Yeah.
Please.
And we've got something pending on that legally, but we do have you'll find the address for donations under agentramos.com. It's Ignacio Ramos, P.O. Box 972.
Play it safe. Go to agentramos.com.
Yeah, go to
And
Agent
also
Ramos.
on grassfire.org and the National Border Patrol Council.
Right.
Those are the three entities that have been extremely supportive and helped us to make ends meet right now.
And I want you to do us a favor. Would you please, and I'll be writing letters, I promise you that, and I want to challenge all the Hour of Hope television viewers, be proactive. Please go to agentramos.com. Now, I'm giving everyone that calls in today, we're going to find a way to send you $5. So we're not after your money. But I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart. Now, I mean, you can't ask girls this, but you can ask men this. Well, you're going to be 65, right? You're pretty young, good looking, just like me. But really wasn't in your script to go through this, was it, Doc? Wasn't your plan, was it? You call his office,
wasn't.
Farmers Insurance. But he's called to this. And he's called, I believe, with all my heart. God looked down from heaven and he said, I've got some fixing to do in America. And he chooses the faithful to go through some tough stuff. And I would like you to consider yourselves today highly complimented for such a time as this, just as Queen Esther did, for such a time as this, because there's a lot of people. Let me tell you what's happening, folks. There's a challenge to all authority going on in the world today, and especially in America. All authority there's a challenge to all authority. I hate statements. I hate it when I hear a policeman called pigs. I hate it. I hate the disrespect. America's got to get back to where we respect authority. And there's a breakdown of authority. And